All of these coconut palm trees. I'm in my zone when you call me. Wrist in my neck, it was icy. I'm liking everything I see.
Now you holding my hand, kiss on the cheek. Things you won't get in this state. Damn, you in shape. I like how your jeans be hugging and fitting your waist.
So, feminists hate men. They've given up on them. Passport bros decided to go to other countries to meet women. It sounds to me like we are all on common grounds and we have resolved the problem. But the interesting thing is we still bitch about it on social media. So could it be that American men and women are both very fucking miserable and still don't understand what they both want or can't afford it? The point is, if you're a cat lady, what's chapter 2 for you? And if you're a passport bro, what is chapter 2 for you? Do you have kids with someone and bring them to this country? All jokes aside, what is chapter 2? I'm waiting.
Well, ma'am, that's actually quite simple. The women that are feminists, there's a lot of young feminists, they don't understand that it's going to be very catastrophic by the year 2030, and they're going to be single, childless, manless, drinking box wine, using jackhammer 3000s on their pelvic area, and completely crying themselves to sleep every night. Or they're going to join what the men are doing, which is stage 2 of what men can get overseas, which is the sky's the limit. They can get as many girlfriends as they want. They can continue their business over there. They can get connections, learn the language, or actually have a family if they want to. But women will try to go over there and probably try to do that when their stage 2 is not working out. And they'll notice that they're getting a bunch of green card bros that just want to get out here. And then the guy will finesse them for everything that they have, their emotions, everything, and leave them. And then they'll be back here, back in the United States, back in this hellfire, not understanding what's going on. So for men, stage 2 is whatever he wants it to be, because men are simple and easier to please. Women are more complex. They're here in the United States. And if all of their options completely dry up by 2030, a lot of them are going to be losing their minds. That's all I'm saying. And that's probably going to be, looking like a woman pushing a cart in a metropolitan downtown area with the parrot glued to her shoulder, talking to herself with a basket full of knits and camping supplies, food, rations, blankets, baby dolls, and all that other weird paraphernalia. But yeah.
So I just spoke with a young man, right? And the mentality of this new generation is pretty interesting, and I'll tell you why. The new generation, they're understanding that it takes teamwork to make the dream work, right? So this young man told me, he said he's not gonna compete, right? He's not gonna compete to try to pay somebody's bills. Meaning, some of these women on the internet think that all I gotta do is look good, don't have no personality, can't cook, can't do nothing, can't do nothing, and don't want to work, don't want to do nothing, right? And some man, because they're pretty, is going to compete to pay their bills. This young man said the new generation is not with that no more. If they want companionship, you know what they said they're gonna do? They'll buy a dog. Life is too expensive right now, and that people are waking up, and that thought that I can just, the men are going to compete for the pretty woman, so she can sit at home to pay her bills, and she can sit at home and do nothing. No, those days are over. Deuces.
Well, as far as the companionship goes, I think that leans more on women, because women actually need companionship. They're social creatures. They need, that type of substance to survive. And what's actually happening is men, they're not playing the game like this guy alluded to. They're not trying to race to pay bills. They're not going off of what women are saying. They're taking their own advice, and they're saying, you know what? I'm the man. I'm the leader, because men lead and women follow. A lot of guys are getting their passport. I'm just going to be honest. A lot of guys are done. A lot of guys are done dealing with this degenerate society, this toxic atmosphere here in America and in the West, and they're going overseas and they're dealing with those women over there. And what are these women doing? These women are stuck in their feminist ways. They're stuck here. They think that they're men, and there's a battle going on. So what's going to end up happening more and more, you're seeing a small amount of women now traveling overseas trying to, see what the hype is about, because we all know that women need what to survive? Validation, time, and attention from who? From men, because women exist for men. So if there are no men here, it's dried up, and you see a lot of these women making these videos upset at the passport bros because they're single, because they're coping, because nobody is out here to deal with them, and all their best years have gone away. And even the guys that were simps stopped talking to them. They're going to look overseas and they're going to say, I need to be over there, because it seems like all of the attention and validation that I'm getting here in the United States is continuously disappearing. So they're going to go overseas and they're just going to end up in the same situation they are here, which is single, lonely, and dudes are just going to slide on them. So passport bros, this is necessary. This is what's happening. And by 2030, a lot of these women are going to be suffering, and the games and the standards that they have are going to have to come down drastically. That's all I'm saying.
So men are saying they're getting their passport because there aren't enough fit, feminine, and friendly women to choose from. And instead of looking in the mirror and asking ourselves if we would make great wives to these men, we would much rather shame them and guilt them into staying with our mediocre asses. Ma'am, if you're not fit, feminine, or friendly, then you're not what these men want. Shut your ass and go to the gym. Like, do we see how toxic we are?
Shout out to her, man. She's making total sense, but the problem is it's too little too late, and women are not going to be receptive of this message because women go off of how they feel. That doesn't sound right because I don't like the way it makes me feel. Feel this and feel that and feel, Uncle Phil. And they feel so much they turn into Coach Phil Jackson. It's ridiculous, man. But she's absolutely right. A lot of women never had to self-improve because nobody ever told them they had to self-improve. So they never had the need to self-improve. And that's the thing nowadays. A lot of women are starting to notice, damn, what do I have to do? Do I have to get in the gym now? Do I have to stop, using my feelings on everything? Do I have to change? And women are afraid to change. Women are afraid of that, bro. And I say it's too late because men have already left. Men are already getting their passports. The message has already been heeded, and we're still communicating. Women are in the middle, of course, because everything is public, and women are going to have their say or whatever. They're going to have their cope. But men, we've already been signaling to guys, get your passport. Get out of here. Stop dealing with these women. Go over there for a little bit. Go see how women are, and then come back here and then look at your selections. You're going to be like, what the hell was I doing here? But anyway, shout out to her, man. Let's get on to the next video.
It's quite interesting to me. It usually be these little rags like himself that can't change a tire or do any kind of manly things around the house, asking a woman, can you cook and can you clean, as if that's all we're good for. But then you take your raggedy ass to another country, get your little passport, and you brag about a woman that can cook and clean and you don't have to go through certain things. Well, sir, they haven't experienced you yet. So once they get to cooking and cleaning, rubbing your feet, doing all those great things, and they see that bullshit that you do, the you tried in America with American women, you turn them into just how the women in America that you're running from, you turn them into them.
Ma'am, this doesn't make any sense because you're conflating first world issues and problems with third world issues and problems that men won't even face. And you're talking about first world women like yourself that probably don't even know how to cook, don't know how to be quiet, don't know that they need to be feminine, submissive, and need to be ladies because you've been men your whole lives. And then opposed to third world women who already know all these things. So you're going to get a different result out of the men. See, that's the thing. Women like this, they don't have any experience. They've never been overseas as men. They've never been men, but they think they know things about men. They think they know how to be a man because they're in the West. But once we travel overseas as men, the actual men, us, the XY chromosome, and we deal with women overseas, they don't get that side that you think they're going to get from mediocre Western women like yourself. You see, it is how the women are nowadays. Men are not going to do half of the things that you think they're supposed to do to you that they would do overseas. Overseas, men are going to not have attitudes. Men are going to be in a better headspace. Men are going to be dealing with women that put them in a better headspace. Men are going to have to ask women, do this, do that. Why are you like this? How come you can't be submissive? How come you can't be this way? Men don't even have to ask these things. They don't even have to think or worry about these things because these women overseas have it covered. So like I said before, you conflated two different things that don't even correlate whatsoever. Like the intelligent level, the intelligence is way, way higher over there too as well when it comes to understanding male needs. But for some reason, you guys are smarter. You know all these things. You're this. You're wonderful. You're strong. You're independent. You're educated, but you don't know the basics what men require to get certain or elicit certain behaviors that will keep you in a relationship with him. Incredible.
It takes a while. It takes what? Maybe year 2, 3, maybe 4. Maybe take them a little longer for you to get the nerves. Then they feel used and they feel tired because your solution because I'm you to have a solution to get a passport, go to another country. It seems like when R. Kelly was grooming the young women, not young women, excuse my language, the young girls, the little girls, when he was grooming them, it's like an old man grooming preferring a younger woman because she's naive and upset with all the old.
See, this woman lacks introspection. She keeps conflating first world issues and problems with what's going to go on over there. She is just projecting all of her fears, all of her experiences, all of her bad trauma and drama that she had in her life, and she's putting it on men and saying, you're going to go over there and it's going to be the same thing. Assuming that women are just like you, let's just say they will be just like you, demanding, crass, rude, mean, bitchy, upset, masculine, non-feminine, don't know anything about the males and what they want, then yeah, maybe they're going to hold this mask on for 2-3 years and women are going to get upset about it. Or they're like, you know what, I'm tired of this. But that's not going to happen in real life because those women are not like you. That's what this woman has no introspection on. This is the woman right here that cannot empathize nor sympathize with males and what males are actually looking for to get them to elicit the type of behaviors, like I said before, that women like her want. But women like her, they're all damaged. They're all full of cope. They're all beat down and demoralized that all they have is negativity for Western men. So if men go overseas and they deal with women, it's like there's no way in hell you're going to get a woman that's going to really like you and really be up under you and you not get on her nerves. It's like it's not possible. Like in her mind, she cannot imagine, she can't fathom it happening because of her own life experiences. And this is women's inability to be able to take themselves out of their own two shoes and look outward. But she has zero experience, like I said before. She's only looking from a Western view, and she doesn't know what the hell's going on outside of her own little stupid bubble and the small brain that she has. But let's continue on.
And don't want the older woman because they know they call you out. You can't run game and all that. So it's similar to that. And y'all be trash. Y'all be trash. That's why you have to run to other countries for women.
That's what who said.
Wait, hold up. She said, you can't run game on older women. I thought these guys didn't have no game. I thought these dudes were crusty bums that nobody wanted, not even the older women, because guys don't want older women anyway if you ask them in the dark. And they were broke. They couldn't afford passports. They couldn't go and talk to other. This is how you know, guys. This is a lie. This is cope. They don't have no ammunition. And you have women like this that sit in their house every single day, have nothing to do. They try to accentuate their looks. She got her teeth whitened. They thin out their eyebrows. She wears collar contacts just to try to hope to get a mate and pray to get a mate. But he's not coming. So this is how you know that their arguments fall apart. And I am able to dissect them every single video. I'm that damn good at this. Let's keep going.
And then I see men like, why are you so mad? You're mad because they don't want you. Well, shut up. We don't want y'all. That's why you're running to another country. We don't want y'all. You're not successful in America. That's it. That's all. Bye.
Well, ma'am, if that was truly the case, how come more women aren't flying out and becoming passport sisters? How come men have been doing this since 2020? How come men have been flying overseas and dealing with other women? So this doesn't make any sense, because if you guys didn't really want us and you still wanted to date and not be single alone like you are because you're forced to be because you can't get the type of men that you want, then you would be flying overseas and you would have started this whole passport sisters thing, and it wouldn't be a passport bros first. So that just goes to show you that the men don't want you. Why are you making videos about men that you don't know that don't want you? It's because men don't want you. That's why they fly and go overseas. This is simple to debunk. They're just saying this. They're trying to get out all of the anger All of the rage, all of the, it should have been me. How come these men have more options than me now? Because they're not used to having no options. They're not used to having no orbiters, no simps, no dudes. And the only thing these women are actually worth in the West is giving a dude top and getting out of their house, bro. That's it. And it's coming down to that. And women can offer men more out that way, out overseas, than you can offer any man here that you actually want. And why would he choose you in the first place? You can't make this up, guys. I don't miss, guys. I don't freaking miss. Anyway, man, I had to cook on that one, man. That's the end of the video. Make sure you guys like the video, sub to the channel with post notifications on. And I'm going to get back up to cooking this content. Man, these Mastodons, they going down. You already know what it is to Hellfire. Bounty Villains up, flying high up in the sky. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Comment for the algorithm, man. We back monetized. I got to get back up to cooking this content, man. I'm going to see you guys in the next one, all right? I love you all. Get your passport. And if you already have one, use it and plan to use it this year. Because I am. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace.